What's going on, people? Back again. Another watch along. And obviously, we've been seeing the comments. Statman, what are you saying? Cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. What are you saying?
I'm okay, bro. I'm all right still. I'm all right, bro. You know what's magic? I didn't even see it, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't even see it. I wasn't watching the game. I told you, man. I literally saw my group chat going mad, bro. Like, I just saw bare messages. I was like, what's going on? And then someone was just like, oh, Eriksen's down. And then I read that and I was like, okay. Do you know what I mean? And then down and after, then I saw something about cardiac and then I was like, raw. Then I just started seeing bare posts and that. I wasn't watching the game, bro. Like, what happened in the game?
He just collapsed. Like, that was literally what happened. But you have to give full credit to Anthony Taylor, the medical team. They came on straight away and probably saved his life.
Yeah, they definitely saved his life.
That Kajar guy, I don't know how you say his name, but he got him into the right position and stuff.
That's crazy, bro. And what, one of the players or what happened?
You know, I think Simon Kajar, I think that's his name. Like, he got him into the right position before the medical team could rush on and stuff.
Perfect. That's crazy, isn't it? Like, obviously, everyone involved, you just have to give them credit, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's what you can really do, because if the people didn't do the right things, these kind of things are time sensitive. Do you know what I mean? Things are super time sensitive. It's one of them things where if the right person doesn't act in the right moment, could be way too late, bro. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, did they actually confirm what it was?
I don't think there's a proper confirmation yet. All I've seen is the Denmark official account have said he's stable in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I think the game's kicked off now. Or
yeah.
They said 6:30.
Bro, I read somewhere that the game was going to be postponed and then I've turned on and the thing's on, bro. I'm confused.
Yeah, I thought it would have been postponed, but apparently the players said they want to play.
Okay. Fair play. But yeah, I didn't see it still. Yeah, I didn't see it at all. So yeah, that's a bit mad, isn't it? It's unfortunate these things happen in football, to be honest, but these things can happen to anyone. These things can happen to anyone, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? Even though they're professional athletes, yeah, there's many reasons for these kind of things. Do you know what I mean? I see loads of people in here blaming the camera people and all these other things, but bruv, you gotta understand.
You have to take responsibility though. How the family's crying and you're showing CPR. You're showing that stuff.
What family's crying?
I think the girl was it, and they're just showing that.
They're showing what? Her crying?
Yeah, come on, man. Have some respect.
It's a weird one, innit? It's a weird one. The whole thing's just strange, innit, bruv? To be completely honest.
Him getting CPR, people BBC. Well, I'm not blaming BBC because I don't think they control everything.
Well, I'm sure they don't.
But whoever controls it, I think UEFA broadcasting, whoever controls it are a disgrace though. But then at the same time, I blame BBC. Come on, man. Surely you can come back to the studio straight away after that.
Yeah, probably. Do you know what I mean? But it's just weird. These people are nosy, blood, and that's what it is. It's when anything comes out, bruv, even in real life, anytime anything happens on the street, the first thing people do is pull their phones out, bro. That's just kind of the reality of life right now. Do you know what I mean? You know the amount of times I've had to open my phone and see someone die and that.
Yeah, people on Twitter, why are you posting the clip? Come on, man.
Yeah, I see it all the time, and it's usually the police killing someone or something like that, bro. You open your phone, it's on Twitter, bro. It's on Instagram, it's on these things, bro. This is just the era we live in right now. Just people are just idiots, and they're just insensitive, innit? That's just how it is. So
I've seen meme pages on Insta posted, Twitter people posted, what's the point?
But this is what I'm saying. So because of that, yeah, Like, I'm not gonna blame ITV or the BBC because I don't know, bruv. I don't know who's in control of the cameras, innit?
No. What I blame though is them not getting it back to the studio quick enough. Surely they could have done that.
What, you mean the person that was in the control room? Maybe. Maybe. You know what I'm
Because someone said
saying?
today,
Maybe.
even Ian Wright was saying on Twitter, "Cut back to the studio." That's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Like that
But
was
whoever's in the control room.
That's distressing. Like watching that. Like no one said, or people have seen Fabrice Muamba, but a lot of people haven't seen stuff like that on the pitch.
Yeah. It's horrible, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Once we find out what it was, then I'll be able to rest a lot easier in it because I don't know what it is right now. Do you know what I mean?
Because
Like,
I think
nobody
people
knows.
have said that. I think there's been reports that Eriksen followed the team when he was in hospital, telling them, "Yeah, I'm fine and stuff."
Yeah, but I saw pictures of him in the stretcher.
And he was
Obviously
up a bit.
and he was in that oxygen and he was sitting up. Do you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, until we know exactly what it was, then we don't know whether it was the right decision to play along or whatever. Like, it could have been one of them scenarios where it looks a lot worse than it actually is for him. Maybe he feels all right in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but
There's
even
loads
then,
of,
like you could. The only thing I say, like you could clearly see the players were distressed in it. Like Christensen was just crying his eyes out and stuff.
I hear that,
And as
but they're
fans,
playing now, innit? And it's one of them ones where I personally would have postponed the game. I don't know why they're playing now, innit? But it's like until we actually know what it was, like I don't know if it's the right decision or not to continue playing, innit?
They've said that the players wanted to play, but like even then, like surely out of courtesy, you kind of have to say, "We'll play this another day." Like this is their teammates. This is the person that they probably spent the last 2 weeks with non-stop.
Yeah. No, bro, they're friends, innit, man? Come on. Do you know what I mean? I've been on the football pitch when someone's broken their leg, yeah. And that's even hard enough. Even if the person's not on your team, bro, like it's still distressing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? If someone that's on the same pitch as you snaps their leg, like snap clean, your head's gone, bro. You can't even concentrate, bro, because you've just seen that, innit? So if it's a teammate, it doesn't matter, like whether it's a teammate or not, it's distressing, innit, bro? And like this guy's saying, the camera people didn't know what to show us. But at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily blame the camera people because, like you said, they could have just cut back to the studio.
Yeah, but come on, man! Like showing someone's family crying after something like that has happened.
Yeah, but bro, you have to literally, you always have to play devil's advocate, yeah, because it's kind of like
surely
camera
you take
people.
the moral.
No, but bro, like the people that are controlling in the control room just bring us back to the studio, wouldn't it? Because at the end of the day, if your job is to be a cameraman, say, like film the game and you're pointing towards it and someone falls down, naturally you're kind of going to be like, all right, cool, like what's going on? Like, where do I point the camera? At my shoes?
No, I hear that, yeah, but I hear that, but as soon as the place surrounded Eriksen, like you know something serious happened straight away. That's why I'm like, don't show it. You could have literally shown the referee because the referee was talking to the managers on the side.
Yeah, but in that moment, just as a human being, do you know what I mean? Probably the people that had the cameras on them, maybe the curiosity, maybe they wanted to see what was going on, so they were pointing the camera at it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to think about it like that. Because imagine if you're on the side and your job is to film, then there's a big crowd and things going on, and you're not really sure what's going on. You're pointing the camera at whatever you can see because the camera's your eyes, isn't it? So it's one of them ones where in the moment, it's a freak incident. Maybe the people with the cameras kind of
like someone said, when there's a streak on the pitch, they cut the cameras immediately.
They don't always. Do you know what I mean? I've seen streakers.
No, but most of the time they do it.
Yeah, and who does that? The people in the studio do that.
I don't know.
The people in the studio do that. If there's a streaker in the picture, the guy with the camera doesn't just say, all right, cool, we'll put the camera down. They don't do that. It's someone in the studio that's controlling what we see and what we don't see. They press a certain button in it. Like, I think that the people on the buttons are more responsible than the camera people.
Yeah, but someone has to take responsibility. I don't think it was handled the best. That's what I'm saying.
Neither do I. But I'm saying don't blame the wrong people. Do you know what I mean? Because whether or not there's cameras or not, yeah, the people that control what we see, yeah, are the people in the studio. It's not the people holding the cameras. Because all they're doing is literally holding the camera. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I just think he should have gone back to the studio straight away. But even then, like no matter what, it would have been a hard situation because you saw Alex Scott was basically in tears and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I hear you 100%. The broadcaster should have shown more respect. I agree. That's what it comes down to, innit? We're watching the thing on TV. The people that control what we see are the people we need to blame. Do you know what I mean? The camera people don't control what we see. So it's one of them ones where the people in charge are the people on the buttons, because they could easily said, yo, cut this, guys, boom, back to the studio. That's it. So I think it's easy to kind of blame the camera people, but all in all, yeah, the people on the buttons, like, are the guys responsible. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute, it's a joke. Because like you said, when a streaker comes in, who chooses, for the cameras to go to something else? It's the people in the control room. Because the guys on the pitch side don't just stop filming. They don't. They get paid to film.
Yeah, and the thing, the worst thing is, like, you're showing his family crying, man. Like, there's just better things to do. Like, surely you show the referee talking to the managers instead. Like, that makes more sense. But post, like, putting the camera in people's faces that are crying, like, just difficult.
I know what you mean. But ultimately, the broadcasters, the guys that actually in the control room, I think have to take the L for this one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have to.
So yeah, man, it's some joke thing, innit? Obviously, everyone's upset, and rightly so. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a disaster, bro. It's an absolute disaster.
The thing is, I think Eriksen's only 29, and people need to look at that player's welfare now. Like, look at the amount of games they played this year.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Statman, but I don't think it's got anything to do with that. This is a freak incident. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, like,
don't you think will happen more often, though, with how many games are being played? Because you need to remember, World Cup in Qatar, that's a dangerous place, like, with the amount of heat and stuff. And then I think UEFA want to do a World Cup every 2 years as well.
Bro, like, I hear what you're saying. But we need to wait and find out, We need to wait and find out what it was and what the cause was before we start having conversations like this, bro. I think it's easy to get, like, emotional about certain things, but, bro, the amount of games man's played this season, ain't the reason that happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, bro. And the thing is, with even if you look at him individually, like, what he was at Inter, hasn't been having the greatest of time, and from what I know, he hasn't played the most amount of minutes. It's not like my man's playing it. He's not playing every minute of every game like Harry Maguire is or whatever. So I don't think it's anything to do with that. We need to find out what it is first. It could have been a defect that he was born with that he never knew he had. A lot of the time, it tends to be stuff like that, man. Like, they're human beings, isn't it? Like, these things happen, in it. So it's easy to kind of look at how many games people have played and all these other things, but until we know what it is, it's just all speculation. And I don't want to speculate, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
But do you think the World Cup being held in Qatar is a dangerous place for players to play?
I don't know, because Statman, I'm hearing that they're going to be playing indoors and they're going to have aircon, so it might not be. That's what Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be dangerous. Do you know what I mean? I think morally it shouldn't be there, but that's another conversation. You know, like that. That's another conversation, but I don't really know, bro. Like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I don't want to start speculating and then it turns out it's something else. It's just very sad, isn't it? From a human point of view, it's just very, very sad. But I don't want to turn around and, like, start talking about other things that may or may not have to do with it based on the little evidence that I have. Do you know what I mean? If they're saying it's cardiac arrest or something like that, then it's got nothing to do with the amount of games amount of games he's played. Like, someone else is saying he swallowed his tongue. Bare people saying bare different things. Yeah, like, bare people saying loads of different things. So until we know, it's literally just speculation. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to speculate. You know what I mean? Because I just think it's irresponsible at this time to be saying it could be this, it could be that, or it is this, or it is that, if we don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, someone said it's the vaccine. Like, you man are just speculating. It's all speculation. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how could cardiac arrest and swallowing your tongue is not the same thing? It's not even close to the same thing. Do you see what I mean? So that's like these things. Like, so that means nobody actually knows. And if you don't know, then you can't really have an opinion on something that you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Someone else is saying it's a stroke. And again, if it was a stroke, someone young and fit like that, if he did have a stroke, it wasn't because he played too many games. Because not anyone can just have a stroke. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you call it? Like, Denmark's official account or Eriksen's official account will probably tweet something very soon anyway.
Exactly. And once they do, then we'll know, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, like, it's all speculation. The great news is that he's alive, and he's stable and he's communicating. Do you know what I mean? So let's be grateful for that. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's be grateful for that, and let's not let's not kind of speculate and make up all kinds of things if we don't know what's going on. That's what I would say. I think that's the sensible thing. So big up everyone that dealt with it and everyone that's responsible for him being here. And we'll wait. We'll find out by the end of this next game what happened. Do you know what I'm saying? So big up everyone inside. Mad love for everyone inside here. If you're watching on YouTube, not very long until we go exclusively over to Twitch. Obviously, this is the preview. The full watch alongs are Twitch exclusive. So if you're not following on Twitch, make sure that you follow on Twitch so you can watch the full watch along. And obviously subscribe to Statman's channel. The link is in the title of the video as always. Let's get these teams up on the screen now. Do you know what I mean? And let's talk about the screens. Do you know what I mean? Let's talk about screens. Let's talk about the teams. Because this Belgium team's looking all right. Do you know what I mean? Statman, what are you making of it?
I don't think there's any surprise in that. The only real surprise for me is Jason Denier from Lyon didn't start.
Centre back, innit?
They started Boyata from Hertha Berlin. I think other than that,
Boyata is in Man City, but Boyata.
I think he did play for Man City, yeah.
Yeah. What? He's playing ahead of Denier. Fair enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Now the Belgian game, I think, is on ITV, guys. Yeah, not BBC. BBC is they're showing the last one. I know they resumed the game. We're just talking about that. That's crazy. I know, big up. No, listen, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, like, you guys know me, innit? Like, people think I'm quite harsh sometimes and stuff like that. Because, bro, I don't get too emotional about things, innit, bro? You just have to use your brain in these situations. And when you're emotional, you ain't thinking straight, bro. Everyone's blaming everyone, speculating, all that. We don't know, bro. Do you know what I mean? And until we know, let's not blame anyone. Let's not say all these things. You know what I mean? It's irresponsible for man to do that. And then you find out you're wrong and then you got egg on your face. It's silly, innit? The most important thing is he's still here. If he wasn't here, then by all means, then we can start throwing everything everywhere. But the guy's still here.
Question marks have to be asked.
Exactly. But he's here, bro. So we should be happy that he's here. And ultimately, the people that reacted done a great job, which is why he's here. So
the medical department,
let's be positive. Do you know what I mean? Let's be positive about that. Do you know what I mean? And the idiots online, on Twitter and that, they want to speculate and talk rubbish and put out fake news. That's their business.
Or even post the original video.
100%. Disgusting, bro. They're idiots. Do you know what I mean? Let's get these teams up in the chat, please, guys. Big up everyone watching on YouTube. Make sure you follow Statman. Twitch gang, you already know what it is. Let's have a look at these teams quickly. Do you know what I mean? Because kickoff is coming very shortly. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, big up yeah, go on, bro.
One thing I'll say about Twitter, I think, you know, if you type in Eriksen, I don't think anything comes up. So I think, like, fair play to Twitter. They did a good job trying to reduce the content kind of
absolutely. That's what I mean, bro. That's obviously some decent things have been done. Do you know what I mean? So it's always, bro, I'm just not a fan of like pointing fingers in a time like this. It's easy to do, bro. It's an emotional response. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's looking for a scapegoat instead of looking at the heroes, innit? Like, he's here, bro. All right, in goal, we've got Courtois, Toby, Boyata, Vertonghen. Again, so Castagna, Dendonka. Yes, sir. Another back three, guys. International football. And you see another back three.
But this is more of a different back three than what we've seen the last couple of games, because it's literally three centre backs, even though Vertonghen has played left back for his country before.
And he can play left back.
Right back as well.
Yeah. This is it. But they're technically ball playing players, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Toby Alderweireld's very good on the ball. Very good on the ball. And he's one of the best passing centre backs in the game. Do you know what I mean? He's getting on a bit, but I tell you what, if you give him space, he'll pick out the centre forward, bro. Make no mistakes about it. You got Yuri and you got Yuri Tielemans and Carrasco, bro. The team's cold, innit? Thorgan Hazard, Dries Mertens. Another one who Dries Mertens for me, bro. He might nick a few goals in this tournament. Lukaku as well, bro. That's a very, very solid lineup. I don't think it's a lineup that wins the tournament, but I think it's a lineup that should be making the semi-finals.
Yeah, it depends on luck of the draw, really. I think Dries Mertens ended the season with 9 goals, 8 assists in the league, so he did his thing. Yannick Carrasco is obviously a decent player. Thorgan Hazard playing wing back. Let's see. Well, he plays wing back for his country anyway, but different from the role that he plays for his club, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the Donker's biggest fan either. I think the guy was very highly rated at Anderlecht, though.
Yeah. This is it. Big up, guys. And what about the Russian team, guys? Can't forget the Russian team. Let's get that Russian team in the chat. Big up everyone inside here. Remember, YouTube, man, make sure you download Twitch or log into Twitch to make sure you can see the full stream. And obviously, big up the Twitch gang as usual, man. The polls in the last game was sick. Big up the mods. Keep those going, man. It keeps the interaction nice and high, man. Hopefully, we can have some record numbers on tonight's stream as well. I'm not gonna lie, we're very close to the YouTube numbers already on Twitch. Like you man are showing out still.
For the person that said they had a guy on the bench in fantasy football, so did I, which is why I'm angry.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I thought we were starting it, and he was a cheap defender to come in.
Okay. All right. This is the Russian team. Obviously, Zhirkov. It's only Zhirkov, Golovin that I really know enough about to.
That cool striker from Zenit, I think it is.
Yeah, but bruv, like if I haven't watched the player like more than a handful of times, I don't really know, innit? Like I just know that I've seen Golovin multiple times. Zhirkov multiple times.
As well.
Do you know what I mean? The baller.
You know, on Golovin, the guy on the left of him. I think he plays for Zenit as well. I think that's the right back from CSK Moscow, Fernandez. I swear that left back's bare old as well, I swear. So he's like 37 or something. I always see.
Yeah, he has to be, bro. Man's been around for a minute, bro. Like Russia got some OGs playing, but the one thing about them, man, is like that they'll be on it. Do you know what I mean? They'll absolutely be on it. What do you think of Roberto Martinez? I think Martinez is a decent manager. I think that the fact that he's an international manager, like Statman said, it's one of them ones where on a domestic level, I don't think he's a top manager in it. I don't think he's a top manager, but it's one of them ones. Like if he did come back to the Prem, what level team? Like he got linked with Tottenham, but really, I don't even think that
everyone be linked with Tottenham.
Exactly. I don't think he's a top 4 manager, bro. Like Roberto Martinez is a mid-table manager, in my opinion. So it's just one of them ones where I think that Martinez, in his head, he wants to play good football, but I don't think he's a great manager personally.
I think he also brought back Henry for this tournament, didn't he?
Yes, I heard that. Do you know what I mean?
I think Russia's chat the other day.
Yeah, Golovin and vibes. That's hilarious, bro. That's actually hilarious.
Golovin in the World Cup, right? The one in Russia. Yeah, he did his thing. And I think this season, he had something like 14 goal contributions.
Yeah, there's Thierry. Yeah, someone's doing his thing. Yeah, that's Henry. Henry's there. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. Make sure, guys, you YouTube, man, head over to Twitch, man. We're about to go exclusively there. The players are in the tunnel. So if you're not following on Twitch, you're missing out on the vibes. This is due to be a good game, guys. So big up yourselves. And yeah, man, it's a Twitch thing now, people. So